All right, everybody, the moment has arrived. We get to test Rebels versus the Executor, and not only the Executor, but a 7-star Executor. So shout out to my shard mate here. He went and got this right away, early this morning, and now we get to test. So let's quickly just take a look at what he's rocking here in the starting lineup. And I will preface this individual is probably one of the best people you'll see in Fleet Arena. So whatever configuration he has, obviously he's testing and doing more, but he knows what he's doing. So of course, Admiral Piet, we got Relic 8. Everything's already maxed out ability wise. So obviously he was hoarding those ship ability mats. And we got Relic 6 Houndstooth. We got a 7-star Razor Crest at Relic 7. Not messing around here. And he's using Cad Bane in the starting lineup. It is a Relic 5 Cad Bane with superb mods on it. And what I will say about Cad Bane, I know some people are probably like, oh, Boba, Rebels, because you want the attack out turn. Like, he does, breach enemies do have minus less offense here. He does inflict a lot of breach, which is going to get your cooldown probably quicker. I know lots of bounty hunters can do that now. And he also has the AoE and, calling the target ally to assist and inflicting breach as well. So Cad Bane is probably a good ship. Whether or not it belongs in the starting lineup, that'll obviously be tested throughout. I don't know what his current reinforcements are, but I would imagine Relic 8 Boba is coming out pretty soon. So, let's just get into it and hit this ship. So we're gonna go my standard lineup here until we see what's going on. So, we got my Relic 7 Falcon, Relic 7 Biggs, Relic 7 Biston. So I got Relic 7 Akbar. So I got my Relic 7 starting lineup, and then we'll use Cassian Y-Wing Wedge, and I always have Houndstooth in there, just as a fail-safe. So we'll try this out, and let's see what happens. So if you watched my kit reveal video on this, I speculated that Rebels could be pretty fast compared to the slower bounty hunter ships. So maybe, if there is a chance, it's we could have a speed advantage. And the ship I'm worried about here is Houndstooth. And with all that extra health and protection and tenacity, I don't know if we'd be able to get through it right away. And I would say let's go for Cad Bane, but he starts under stealth. So now I'm forced to hit one of these durable ships. So maybe Cad Bane is a good one in the starting lineup. If I hit Razor Crest, Houndstooth is just going to taunt. So maybe let's just try to get him out as fast as possible. So let's just drop the target lock on, which should hit. Yeah, and now let's see if we can plow away here. The only thing is if I do the AoE, I could get defensive penetration up, and maybe that could hit Houndstooth a little harder, which I normally don't do. Let's get that tenacity off him, and let's just go for it. All right, we'll do the AoE. See if we get some attacks out of turn here. All right, so we don't got the target lock anymore, so we can't call Biggs' assist here, but let's use the basic. There we go. We got the taunt back. All right, so I got to use outmaneuver now because I got breach on, so I got to cleanse it. I always use outmaneuver to get rid of the debuffs, because as long as you got some sort of tank out there, you're typically okay. The Falcon's not that much of a glass cannon. It has a little bit of durability on it, but I'm suspecting with how much we haven't. Oh, there we go. Come on, good pop here. If we had an assist there, we might have got rid of him. I'm suspecting, Y-Wing. I don't like Y-Wing because he lands. Okay, so we'll call in Cassian here. This is going to delete Houndstooth right now. So we'll cleanse up all those, or dispel all those debuffs, and it's going to be a good night Houndstooth here. I was gonna say about Y-wing. If Y-wing does land that shield disruption, like, it'll be a quick battle. But he just Houndstooth has so much tenacity. It's just so hard. And then the other thing I speculate, as you're seeing what's happening, is with Han's unique of 3 debuffs, and okay, let's take Bob out here because of the attack out of turn penalty. The debuffs are self-cleansing themselves when we hit 3 because there's so much debuffs coming from this team. We're just gonna keep cleansing all the breach off us. All right, so let's just get this breach off, heal up Biggs, and let's see if we could get a big hit here on Cad Bane. Here he goes, he's gone. Well, for a fleet that was supposed to be unbeatable at 7 stars, not looking very good for the Executor versus Rebels. That was easy. You know, I was full health and protection on every ship, and they didn't get close. Well, I don't know how close they were to the super ability, but they did not get close. And I'm a moron. I should have quit that battle instead of knocking him back, so now I can't do another one. So I know people are going to say, well, what about if it has Tybon? What about if it has Slave One and all those different iterations? I'm going to test more of that. I'm going to ask my shardmate to put in some of those other things, and I'll get more thorough testing on stuff that's more anti-rebel. But still, at 7 stars, this was supposed to be unbeatable, and it was a walk in the park. So assuming they don't nerf anything or buff the Executor anymore, what I would recommend to people, which I've always been recommending, is definitely farm your Rebels. So far, Rebels, as a largely free-to-play fleet, has been able to counter pretty much everything in this game. And the 2 things that can, again, you can beat them, but can give Rebels trouble, First Order and, Empire, aren't really meta fleets that you ever see up at the top of a shard. So, Rebels is a very good place to start if you're looking for a high-end fleet. And it's a good tool in your toolbox, whether it's for GAC, Fleet Arena, like how I use. You can obviously take down all of the meta, so to speak. So like I said, I'll get more videos coming to you maybe in a couple days. I'm going to do a lot more testing of, again, more anti-rebel stuff. And as we sign off here, I'm going to leave you some footage from another shardmate of mine. I'll link his channel in the description. He did some testing with First Order versus the Executor and Malevolence. The wins weren't as clean, but he definitely pulled off the win with those 2 fleets as well. So I'll leave those after it. I won't comment or narrate on them. I'm not an expert on First Order or Malevolence fleet, but you can see what the ships he used, the target order and all that kind of kill order and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.